Hello everyone, protect your eyes. This is Pilpoh. Welcome back to Star Technology. I'm kind of known on my channel, by the way. For those of you that don't know already, I'm missing one right there. Whoops. I'm known for using a lot of white concrete. In fact, on my Patreon, yeah, I have a Patreon. This is not a segue or anything to my Patreon, but yeah, I've got one. It's linked in the description. Yeah, on my Patreon, the highest tier that you can get is white concrete because it's so good. It goes copper, iron, gold, I think diamond, and then white concrete or something like that. I think it's something like that. Anyway, yeah. So I was just about to use it. I moved the sun. So I went into, open to LAN and everything. And I made it so it goes like, yeah, it got to about midday. I think it's just over midday. It does say it like right here. It says 12:58 p.m. And I put all of this down before I moved the sun. And now I'm like, oh, it's blinding. So I do apologize. I really like the look of... Okay, I like the look of this, of white concrete. It's very, how do I put it? Laboratory looking. Also, I did try and make it so these are actually white concrete blocks. You can see them. They've got like a, in fact, underneath, it's probably easier, right? Ah, there we go. See? So it looks a lot neater underneath when it hasn't got the sun blazing down on it. I put a roof on it. I just had to do it. It was annoying me. It was annoying me so much. So we've got a roof on it now. So, yeah. So in today's episode, we are actually, funny enough, speaking of white concrete and the laboratory look, we're going to try and get ourselves at least some of the stuff for a clean room. I don't think we're going to be able to do it all today because it's quite complicated. Now, before we do that, I wanted to just show that I've got a few extra things. Now, over here, we've got the, well, I've got a second one of these because molecular assembler and this one's full up. And I needed more crafting recipes. Now, unfortunately, that does take up 2 channels on this line. And so far, so good. I'm not, like, overtaxing anything. If you want to know if you're overtaxing anything, just click on your controller, your ME controller, and it will tell you if one of the things is, like, wrong. It will say, this one doesn't have a channel. So, yeah, just click on that, and you'll see if you're off. Or you could use, instead of using Fluix cable, you could use like the proper Fluix smart cables right here. So first thing I did last episode, or between episodes even, was I set this up right here. So this right here is all of the different waters and ethanol. All of the different waters that we had previously. It's just a little neater. The setup is just, it's a lot neater, if I do say so myself. Using super tanks for all of these. I've actually got a recipe for super tanks because they look really cool. I didn't realize how cool they looked until I started setting this up. I've also got this over here. This is ethanol. So we've got the basin with the lid on it, and we got bone meal and sugarcane going in there. And that's coming from these 2 modular routers. So this one is pulling from the interface that I've got right here. So I did set up an interface as well. And I'm stocking 16 sugarcane, 16 bone meal right there. And then over in this direction, I've changed this over, by the way. So now we're using flint, like you guys told me to. So, yeah, we could just, if we disable this, actually, we could do that. And then I'll change it back down. You can see it just like chucks a load of flint in here. And then that turns into silicon dioxide. And I've still got that copper in there from the other episode. But yeah, that turns it into silicon dioxide, which then we can turn into silicon and oxygen because we like to have a lot of oxygen on hand. Now this one right here, it freed up my arc furnace basically. And I didn't realize, but over here I had an arc furnace. So when I picked it up, I just decided I'll just use this one. Now round the back here, I've actually got 3 fluid solidifiers. We got one which is for the hardened glass, one for signalum glass as well. We got this one right here, which is purely right now at least for the polyethylene. And then we got this one for the sheet. So we don't actually need a polyethylene sheet anymore, which is, well, it was in here. I don't know if, yeah, I've taken it out since because we don't need it anymore. We were making a block of polyethylene and then using the cutter to get the sheets, but now we don't need that. You'll also notice that the fluid solidifier I had up here, I've swapped out for this one, the advanced laser engraver. That was down behind before. I was debating whether I should just move it over here. There we go. So I've done a couple more things between episodes. So obviously we did all of this tidy up down here. I also made a second one of these. These are the mechanical sieves. This one's actually got an MV. Actually, it would be easier if I show you from the inside. Right there. MV energy hatch. And that's being fed right now via this thing down here. So I don't know if any of these are losing power or anything. I don't think they are. Like none of these are actually running, if I'm honest. But even this one over here seems to be fine when it comes to power. It's not too bad, is it? But yeah, this over here is running. This one's getting us. I was just worried that we were going to start running out of diamonds. I don't know why. I don't think we're going to get. We're going to use the amount of diamonds that we've already got, which is 84,000 diamonds. It's insane. But yeah, that one's running for sand. This one here is actually running for gravel. But obviously it's a lot slower because it's 80 seconds. Now, I will say, I am also using this over here. I've done so much between episodes, so I do apologize. But yeah, I'm using a electric ore factory. I actually set the regular primitive ore factory back up. And I was doing it for iron so we could get some nickel. I don't know if anyone's commented about the nickel and the easiest way to get it, but I feel like this is probably the easiest way to do it, using an electric ore factory. And this takes only 2 seconds because it's MV, which is pretty good, isn't it? So it's just like, vroom, and it goes through all of our crushed iron that we've got. But we do get more than... Oh, actually, we should start going down when it comes to the crushed iron. Surely. No, because we process about 40 per minute, right? No, sorry, about 30 per minute. Because it takes 2 seconds and... Yeah, you know, that's how it works. So, performing one recipe in parallel. What does that mean? Can you have parallel running perfectly? Interesting. Anyway, yeah, so I've been running this for a little bit, and we got loads of nickel dust now. We got loads of iron dust as well. So we could smelt that up and everything, but we're all good. There we go. What else did I do? Over here, I swapped this out, so it's a super tank now. So we can actually we can go through and we can process everything out of the void extractor. And I think that's about it, other than the fact we just put a roof on this. And I think the black concrete looks really nice. I really like this wired concrete for the border right there. Makes it look like a really nice rug, if you know what I mean. So there it is. It does make this look a lot darker in here though, so it's a bit annoying, but oh well, all good. So today we're going to crack on and we're going to try and get the clean room set up. So that is over here. Now, what is a prerequisite to this? HV machine hull. So we'll get that on the books right there. Is that it? HV machine hull? Advanced integrated circuit, which we've already done. So this and this allows us to get this. That probably should have a line going to it then. From this, but it is fine. We'll get one of these HV circuits easy enough, I think. Stainless steel is absolutely fine. You know what? We're gonna... Molecular assembler. I did upgrade this. I don't know if I did this between episodes or not, but I upgraded this to the extended version because that way you can literally say, where is that? And it shows you where the pattern provider is. How cool is that? So I could be like, I don't know, where is my arc furnace? Oh, there it is. Click on that. And then it will show me, where is my arc furnace? Is it down below? There it is. Does it not go through walls and stuff? Oh, no, it does. It's just very light because of all of the different light we've got down there. So there we go. It's pretty useful if you are missing things. So very good. So there we go. That is that done. Now what it's saying is auto maintenance hatch. Gotten annoyed that you have to tape or repair your machines every so often. Or just replace it with one of these and you never have to worry about it again. Huh. That's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, it's never actually happened to me. So I don't understand about this maintenance stuff. If I'm honest, but it is all good. Now there is the circuit assembler tier 2, but that needs the EV. Which needs a well, it says right there, requires clean room. So we can't really do that right now, but that's fine. We do need to do one of these, but that does require lumium. Lumium is the aim of the game right there. So it just goes in like that. So I think this is already on option 1 because I've been doing all of my silicon, haven't I? So we take that one out for now. We got a load of hot silicon that I need to put through, but it's fine. Let's change that over to option 2 for now. As I said, I should probably make a second one of these at some point. And there is wall sharing with this, so we could literally just stick one either on the front or maybe on the back or something. So basically you get like half of one of these and you stick it next to it. And then, yeah, you can share the walls with them. It's pretty cool, isn't it? So... because I am aware that we are going to probably need to power this. Which means we need a HV. We need a HV converter. So that's doing its thing over here. How are you doing? Oh, nearly done. And then we should see it fling off like that. Yep, there we go. And how long is that going to take? 50 seconds. Oh my goodness. And that's on option 2 as well, using some nitrogen. Flippin' heck. I like getting quests. Now this one here, we can get any of them. I'll probably go for the 4. I don't know why 4 just seems like the best for me for some reason. So for that, if we have a look in here, I think we've nearly got everything for it. We just need loads more lumium. So if it's 2 of these wires per, we need 2, 4, 6, 8. So we need 8 of this. Right, it's been about that amount of time. I have put in place a recipe for this. I feel like we're going to make a bunch of these, but... quest. I do like having the quest, to be fair, and they are quite useful. Do we need this? I don't think we do, if I'm honest. There's quite a lot of stuff, isn't it? We'll make some HV robot arms. Yeah, we haven't even got into this yet. We probably should start making a bunch of stuff just using HV stuff, but we're all good for now. Do we need... no, we don't. Okay. We need to do the clean room before we do anything else. So, let me get rid of a bunch of stuff right here. We want to do an item filter from GregTech. We need to do... okay, they're all item filters. Perfect. We need stainless steel rotor. Already done the HV machine hull. Already done the HV right there as well. We need HV electric motor. That wire mill right here. Yeah, there we go. So we've got lumium, silver, and then a bunch of these stuffs right here. Now, I kind of feel like we should try and make the assembler matrix. I did see someone's comment saying that the assembler matrix actually requires exquisite certain quartz, but we can get that, technically. Because we got this right here from this thing. Why have you stopped? Are you still running? Why are you idling? That is a question. Did I turn you off or something? Or are you full up or something? I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? I have no idea, if I'm honest. But, oh well, we'll come back to that. I'll fix that later on. This one right here, we can use this to get ourselves some crushed Certus quartz. And then we can use the crushed Certus quartz to get ourselves... well, we can wash it to get this stuff. And then this stuff in the sifter. Only a 3% chance. You are right. So every 100 you put in, you're only going to get 3 exquisite out. But you do need the exquisite, I hear, to make... oh, apparently, you don't need the exquisite. Maybe it's the flawless that you need. Assembly matrix. I didn't actually look at this recipe, did I? That one looks fine. Maybe it's these ones. Nope, that one looks okay. Ah, maybe it's the paintballs, maybe? Never mind. We could totally make one of these and it wouldn't be that bad. Interesting. Maybe I'm not on the latest update. That might be what it is. But anyway. Yeah, we should probably try and make an assembly matrix at some point. I'm thinking maybe we make it down here. A big area. I want to make the biggest one as well. I'm not too worried about power. Now that I know that we're going to get enough diamonds to feed all of our lapidaries that we've got, right? So, should be fine. Anyway. Okie dokie. Looking at it. This is the clean room, by the way, if you haven't seen it already. It is a multi-block. And what you want to do is put all of your machines inside it. Now, I did say in a previous episode, I might have cut it out, actually. But anyway, I said that we would try and get ourselves a wireless. So that would be this badger right here. Now, this is a completely different recipe to what I'm used to. Because obviously, Crystal Assembler is in the latest version of Minecraft. From Advanced AE. Or it might be in Extended AE. I can't remember which one adds which. But they kind of all intertwine together, don't they? In the packs that we normally play. But that means that usually they come with a little bit extra stuff. So anyway, that one there and that one there. The plan is, if we have a look at this again, it's got a bunch of stuff down here. So we've got a LV fluid pass-through hatch. That means that the only way you can get fluid in to the clean room is by using one of these pass-throughs. And the same with like this item pass-through. And, you know, we've got, there's an energy diode, HV diode right here. Allows power to get in there. And then you're supposed to use that to wire everything up. Unless you have all of your power being fed inside there using, you know, like flux networks or something, which is what we're going to do. Or, well, and we're going to use this wireless thing so we can just connect up all of our stuff. So we're going to bypass all of this this gubbins that you get from GregTech because it's just annoying, if I'm honest. So, yeah. How do I do... Why has it got like a bigger version? Filter casing. Sterilized filter casing. I don't think we need the sterilized version, do we? Anyway, we want to make a bigger version of this as well, by the way. We're going to make a... how big do we want to make it, I guess? 7 by 7? That's what people have been saying. 7 by 7 is enough. So, and we are going to maximize the amount of the clean room glass, I think, because it's instead of plascrete, because the clean room glass is a lot cheaper, I think. Clean room glass. Polyethylene, steel, and liquid glass, whereas plascrete is liquid concrete, polyethylene sheets, and steel. I don't know. They're both kind of expensive, aren't they? So, I mean, liquid glass is easier for us to get. That's what I'm trying to think. So, in that case, we can use the clay out of this, or we can use the clay, turn this off, basically. There you go. And then we'll keep clay over there. Okie doke. I'm going to set that as the recipe. Now, we'll probably set everything up before we get the wireless. I think we'll get wireless later. That doesn't look that bad. This thing, though, we have got literally everything for this. And it's not going to let me do anything because it's got all of... using all of the hammers right there. So, I'll give that a second. Why is it using a hammer for that? That's a weird one. Oh, is it because it's in my inventory? Alright, I'll have to wait for these to finish now before I can continue on. Otherwise, it will try and make more of these. Right, there we go. Clean room. Quest. Now, we do definitely need to set this up. 7 by 7. Do we set it up above? Yeah, we can do that. Testing with Pilpoh in creative mode. Okie dokie. I figured it out. You're only allowed 4 doors. Which makes sense, right? Because there's one... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Anyway, there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And yeah, if we were, for example, let me put one of these back down. If we were, for example, to put another door right on this side, right here, use my travel staff to get in and out. And I'm using this energy hatch as my like indicator if this has formed or not. Let me put these back down. There you go. It's disappeared, meaning that we have formed in here. Also, it turns out you don't need to go all the way up. We are going to go all the way up, I think, but this is probably how we're going to have it. In fact, I think the way I want to do it is if we get rid of this. Yeah. Plan is we're going to have one door on each side, and then I'll probably have 2 doors on the front. Right, like this. And that one there. There we go. Cool. This is probably what it's going to look like then. Ah, that's a shame. I thought we could do a bit more with this. Let's try and get some clean room glass. We'll put that in here as well. I can't remember if this is cheaper. I think it is cheaper, isn't it? Oh, I can't flip in. Okay, click here. And then I can look at the recipe. Because it's liquid glass, which is easier than polyethylene, I think it is. No, it's, yeah, liquid concrete, right? Okay, so liquid glass, easy enough. I think that's what we'll end up doing. You also get 2 out of it, but you also get 2 from this. But glass is better in my opinion, so... How much glass can we put in here? I did not mean to get rid of that. That was annoying. That was the maintenance hatch. Oop. Okay, I've got to look for that again. Maintenance hatch. There you go. Pop it back down. Now, can I do something like this? I vaguely remember doing this in... Yeah, there you go. That's fine. Oh, I just did it again. Flipping heck. Right, there we go. And can we do that in here as well? How much glass are we able to use? Because I would much rather use glass than plasticrete. For example, can I do this entire wall? What do you think? Is it going to let me do it? And the nice part is we can see through the glass if it will let me do it or not. Bit of theory crafting for you. Well, it does work. Nice. Okay, this does seem to work. So this is probably what our clean room will end up looking like. Well, I missed a few. I'm using the exchanging gadget because it can do that apparently if we're in creative mode. But there you go. That one has changed. And what I might do is I might get rid of this one right here. And we'll put it at the back. Probably makes sense, doesn't it, if we put it here. There you go. That looks pretty good, I think. That's how we're going to have it. Now, what we can do is, not EG, flipping heck. Copy is not called that. Copy paste gadget. There it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on copy. Is that paste that I just put on by accident? Yeah. Whoops. Copy. So we're going to copy that one there. And we're going to copy it up to here. And then what we can do is we can have a look at, if we go paste, we can have a look at the material list. And that's all of our materials that we need right there. Right, we are back in, and I have set up a craft for the clean room glass and the plasticrete. Clean room glass is literally not, other than the fact that we have to do like a bunch of stuff for concrete. It's pretty much the exact same if you look at it. It's just liquid glass, which is a bit easier, I guess. But, yeah, basically all of this is already done. It's just waiting on the plasticrete to be done. Now, it says 37 right there, even though previously we said it was supposed to be 93, but I already have some plasticrete, right? So, yeah, it will go up to 94 because they come in packages of 2, don't they? So we'll get 94 of that. I have put in a craft for 90 of the clean room glass. We've already got the 24 of the filtered casing right there, and we've got this up here. 5 and 6. Yeah, perfect. So that is exactly where it needs to be. So again, I'm literally just waiting on all of this stuff to be done, but I would love to get it done before the end of the episode. So I'm gonna probably AFK for a little while and maybe just like fiddle about with stuff around the base Maybe try and make things look a little bit neater. Like, for example, I don't really... Oh, flipping heck. Okay, that'll do us. There you go. Yeah. I don't really like how this all looks around the edge right here. I might swap these out for some concrete maybe, or something like that. Maybe the cyan concrete. Cyan is kind of the Pilpoh colors, isn't it? So maybe we do that around the whole base. Right, in that time, I managed to completely swap out all of the floors all throughout my base. I went and had a shower. I made some HV stuff as well, because why not? I started using the building gadget to put this down quicker, because I'm lazy. Is that done now? That is formed. We've got a formed thing going. Now, contaminated, it says. We need to put power into this, basically. So, I think what we can do, by the way, there is a modular router around here somewhere that is feeding this one, and I can't remember where I put it. This is the issue with using modular routers for everything. You lose them after a while. Is it this one? I think it's this one. And you're just sending one. Okay. Let's change that out for a distributor. Yeah, okay, cool. So, hopefully that'll be okay. And then if we come up here, we can put a distributor in there. We've got our travel staff. Shift and right click, and you can actually just walk through walls. I will say, I'm going to get rid of these right here. Because we shouldn't be coming in and out using the doors, because it does cause contamination, funny enough. And if I do that and that, I'm preparing, basically, to have 2 of these energy... Oh, wait a minute, I've got the other one right here. There we go. There you go. Perfect. So that means that we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then maybe one's on the floor as well. And the way that we will get in and out is literally just by using our travel staff. Unless we miss like that. But anyway, let's change this one over here for this. And that should be sending it to all of them. And this should now, you can see it, it's spinning. So it's going to take a little time. But it is going to get rid of some of this this contamination, I believe. There you go, 10% cleanliness. And then when this gets to 100%, it won't be contaminated anymore. And we can do whatever we fancy in here. It was this right here needs a clean room. Now, that also needs an you can do it with an MV assembler. That is very interesting. You can do it with an MV assembler. Circuit assembler. We might as well do all of our circuits in here, by the way. Do we set that up today? We've already got the circuit assembler down there, don't we? The only problem I've got is I don't have one of the travel anchors right here. I can't be bothered to make one right now, but yeah. Let's try and make one of those wireless now that I've got it on my mind. So wireless. That would be one of these things. Now, there is this thing, the wireless transceiver and stuff, but I've always found that these ones here are just a little bit neater, in my opinion. So, do we want to program it in? Probably. Nah, screw it. We'll just do this. Do this the once for now. So, that is going to need... We actually need 4 more of those. Actually, I think we need more than that, right? Because we need one for this as well. So, we actually need another 4 more. 2 and 3. There you go. Okie dokie. So, we can do 1, 2, 3. That's pretty good that we had all of the quartz fiber by the looks of it. And then this one is simple enough. Just do that. And we get 2 out of it. Well, obviously we would get 2 right there. And then this thing right here, you use it to link it, right? So the plan is, if we go underneath, I'm going to put it right there. And I'm going to turn that one off somehow. I wonder if you're allowed to do it in this. I'm sure you'll be allowed to use it, right? What? What's this used for then? You can't make facades. No, they've changed it. Okay, well, how do you make the thing then that lets you stop things from connecting to each other? Quartz fiber. There you go. Well, you know, it happens, right? Bit weird, but there you go. So that's no longer connected to this cable right here. Not that we need that, but anyway, it's fine. We can connect that up like that. And we can go in like that. And then I might stick it in the middle right here for now. And then if we right click that, that is basically wirelessly P2P'd to the system that we've got down there. And what I can do is, if we pop down here, where is my circuit assembler? It's on the end, right? Yeah, there it is. So we could take that. I'm so silly. I accidentally... Oh, that is very annoying. I just realized what I just did. Oh, dear. All right, let me just set that back up. I put a load of HV stuff in here when this is still going to be MV. You know what? That's fine. Can we make an MV 4A or something? 4A? I'm sure we can do that. All right, there you go. That'll do us right there. And then, I need some more signalum anyway. Fine. We'll take this and I will pop it in our electric blast furnace. What do you think of the flooring, by the way? Are you on option 2? You are. Cool. So it's going to be slightly quicker. Nice. Yeah, I quite like the look of it. It's a little bit plain now that I look at it, but it's better than it was. I missed a bit. That's literally all I did. Use the exchanging gadget everywhere. Yeah, so grey here, grey there, white at the over there. Oh, underneath it's quite nice. Look at this. This is using the diamond ore brick. And I've turned it into slabs just so they go a little bit further. But that was pretty cool. We got a ton of diamonds, remember, so it doesn't really matter. But they can nail them. Nice. We can take these and stick them in here like this. Now, what we'll probably do is we'll probably end up taking our laser engravers and putting them up there as well. We can nail them. There we are. And there we go. Right. I'm going to remove this side. Everything on this side. There we go. And good stuff. Right. Let's have a look at this as well. It says 100% clean. It's because we've not been going in and out via the door. Basically, we've been teleporting in and out, right? So we take this. We could actually take the extended pattern provider as well with all 3 of the things in there. And we can zip on in or miss even. Ow, ow, ow. There we go. And then we need to put... I'm going to put it there for now. Oh. My bad. There. Right. Now all we need to do is connect it up like this. And we need to do the same thing we always do. Like that. And we need to put these ones back in. Let's put them in order because it looks weird otherwise. There we go. Excellent. Right. We probably... Let me just stick a bunch of this stuff away because we don't need it now. There we go. We probably want to try and get this going, right? Can we do that? What are we missing? Blue alloy bolt is literally all we're missing from this. How the heck do you get blue alloy? Alloy smelter, electroline, and silver. How do you get that? Ah, there you go. So we could do that one. Easy enough. Anyway, let's pop up here. And we'll try and make an EV. If we can make an EV already, that's kind of insane. That means we can make a HV circuit assembler. And then we can actually swap this back over to HV, which would be funny. Stick that one in there. We actually can't be in here to do this. We have to do it via this, don't we? EV. No. Microprocessor? Microprocessor. Yeah, I know you can't do that. Blue alloy dust. Because, why can you not do it? Oh, that's to make electric... my bad, sorry. Right, where was it again? Make that thing. And that is a mixer of silver dust. And we need like a bunch of those. Okie dokie. So we actually need to use this twice. Now can you do it? No, because I don't have Electrum Blend. Oh my goodness. So Electrum... Oh, you can't bookmark whilst you're in that. I swear you used to be able to. Blue alloy, which comes from here, which is Electrum Blend. I think I've got the arc furnace recipe for this, which means we should probably do this recipe for Electrum Blend. That is, make the Electrum ingot and then use the macerator to macerate it down into the dust. Seems a bit counterintuitive, but it is what it is. Go. Why are you still saying you can't use Electrum Blend? Is it because this recipe is using a different type of Electrum? It is. Let's try that again then. There you go. And now it's using the one that we've actually got the ability to auto-craft. In you go. What else is left? Okay, we can do it apparently. Let's go do that one then. It's not going to do anything up here for now, is it? But everything has turned on. It's got to make every single thing. We've got that. We've got that. We've got... Oh, we can hear it. It's doing it. You can see it right there. EV already. I feel like it was only like 3 episodes ago we got into HV. I've not even made any HV machines yet. That's insane. I'm guessing we're still going to need to eventually. Right, let me turn that one off, but... Okay, we are done. Probably a good place to end the episode right there. Microprocessor supercomputer. Absolutely amazing. Right. Wow. Thank you for watching. For those of you that are still watching, thank you for joining. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.